Hey guys, Swansea Batcave here with a look at some more figures. So this is I bought these as a dual set. They are the s.h.figuarts Batman and Joker from the Injustice Gods Among Us game. So let's have a look. Just a bit closer. Ooh. Okay, so we'll look at Batman first because he's got a lot of changes from the original figure. So yeah, you get Batman. There he is. Actually, move this back. So he's got some really nice articulation. I'll take the head off for now, I'll talk about it in a second. So yeah, he bends there, he's got a nice rotation there, his wrist swivels and has a side to side up and down motion there. He's got an ab crunch, so go quite far back and quite far forward. And his legs, got really nice joints, single, double jointed knees, an angle pivot, slight up and down, and also a toe joint, which is quite cool. He doesn't to get him to stand up straight, you can't have his legs next to each other. There we go, yeah. So he doesn't really sit properly, his legs straight up. His neck's got really cool little ball joints. You don't really move it at the head, you move it at the neck almost. There you go, up and down. Like Batman should. He should move with his whole upper torso to see around. I did get this second hand, so the guy who originally owned it cut off the two plastic pieces here for the cape. But I'll talk about the cape and why he did that, because he attached a fabric cape coming down, which I might do. He's got a little flap there to hide the cape joint and a little peg in there for the cape. So the cape is the bit that I've seen another couple of reviews where they talk about the cape and why it's terrible. It's good for posing the figure because it does help it stand up. It's got these two little peg bits here that the side pegs onto, and then they have little like swivel joints. It's completely solid plastic. They sit either side of the middle of the cape. On the back it looks nice that way, but then the further you put it out, you get gaps about that wide. It's as wide as the cape will go. It's got really nice detail on it. It's like a satin finish. But yeah, it's not very good. Like, it feels like it should be a rubber cape or something, or just these sections here. Maybe if they sat on the inside, I don't know. But anyway, so yeah, that clips on with this little ball peg here. It's on a little swivel peg piece. That clips on the back, and then he can sit or stand quite nicely with his cape. There we go. It's got a nice. It's like a nice scale for it, and if you sort of sit him down a little bit, the cape can help him rest, and he can put his arms out like that to hold it. There you go. And he can sort of, if he wants to, then he can bring it up. Again, there's that gap you can see at the back for posing the figure. Yeah, I mean, it's nice. It's a really, it's for if you're going to just leave it in a standard pose like that, it's cool. It gives a nice like silhouette to the figure. But I'm not sure how else they could have done it. They might have done it a little bit better. Nice on the back as well. There we go. And that little flappy bit sort of covers the cape. It is very loose, so when you're posing it, it will eventually just pop out and fall off. But it's a nice figure. I like it. Now, when it arrived, it came with two heads. It came with a sort of robotic looking really badass head, which I seem to have mislaid, but you can see it. I'll link this figure if I can find it, a link to one. Try and get this to focus. And this is the other head it came with. So this is the other head, and look how terrible it is. And there's no, like, the rest of the figure's got sort of shading and different types of metallics and a nice sort of satin matte black on there, and this is just shiny. He's got weird eyes. He's got this sort of painted on flesh tone skin, and that's it. So I looked at it and I thought I can't do that. It's also got a weirdly large forehead. So I went over to a place called Casting Cave, which do some really nice resin 6-inch and I think smaller and higher scale heads, and I picked up this head here. Now I think for copyright reasons they're not called Batman head, whatever they are, but this is comes as a blank resin cast. I've had to drill into the bottom to put a magnet in, and I've drilled into the neck joint, put a magnet as well. So that clips on quite nicely, and it's just, look at that. That's so much better. Painted on some stubble, some white eyes. It's got a really nice, like, angry looking Batman look. It's not too wide, it's not too big. yeah, so that's the Batman figure with his modified head. Now he does come with a couple of different accessories. He came with a grapple gun. The grapple gun doesn't fit in any of his hands, so I'm not going to talk about that because it's terrible. I've also repurposed it for another figure. So let's see what we got here. So he comes with a couple of different hands. He comes with two. Let's see if I can get my hand here. Focus. It comes with two punching hands. Comes with two throwing hands, like that. Come on, focus, focus. There we go. Comes two throwing hands for each hand, and each throwing hand comes with a batarang, which he holds very, very well. Holds those batarangs like that. So you've got like a. Yeah. They're not going to come out unless you really give it a good yank. Comes with those. And, oh, sorry, yeah, so that's the other one. And he comes with the grapple gun hand there, which doesn't fit the grapple gun, but, you know, it's there in case you want to give him a pistol or something. It's quite cool. Right, so let's move on then to the Joker. So we'll sit Batman over there. There you go. Now, the Joker's, I found, like, straight out of the box was a much nicer figure. So he's got more stuff going on, I think. So he his legs, so they move out a bit further than Batman. He can stand straighter than Batman. They've both got these sort of double, like, hinged shoulder joints. You can do it up and down like that. At the elbow, he swivels all the way around. He can't really sit down because of this cloak, but there's nice rubber fabric, so he can move it around. He's got a torso swivel. He can lean quite far back, but he can't lean forward. And the same here. So again, he comes with a couple of different options. So he comes with this grinning head as default. It's quite nice. So it swivels up and down like that, like a chicken. It swivels pretty much all the way around. And he can not really look up because of his collar, but he can look all the way down. So, and he can do like he can move his head sideways, which is quite cool. So he comes with so many things. I'll move these over here so we can have a look. So head-wise, he comes with this, focus, come on, there we go, this smirking head, it's quite nice, and this gas mask head, it's quite nice. Each of the heads has got the same level of detail as the other ones. They've got this like makeup around the eyes, they've got some nice skin detail, the hair is shaded on all of them, unlike the Batman head. Same with this guy. This head, he's got like the scars going up the side, really, really nice. He comes with this really long pistol, which fits in his hand perfectly. Really, really long. He comes with this crowbar. Again, it sits in a dedicated hand for him. Got a nice little wrap. And it looks really, really nice. And he does come with these two little guys here. There we go. So they got little chomping actions. They can be moved up and down for posing. They don't really stand up very well. So sit next to Batman. You know, if you've got a slightly uneven surface, they tend to fall over. He comes with two open hands, like that. There we go, two open hands, one for each. So you can do sort of a jazz hands thing. He comes with two slightly open hands for just generally having open hands. And he comes with another grip hand in case you want to give his pistol to the other side. Focus. There you go. So in case you focus, put the crowbar or the pistol in the other hand. And then he does come with this tiny, tiny accessory in this hand as well. So he's got this hand designed specifically for this piece. It is a really, really tiny Joker card. And that just slides in and out of his fingers. It's made of, what I can tell is just a little bit of cardboard covered in plastic. It's really well detailed. I think the Harley figure that comes part of the s.h.figuarts range has this as well. It's really nice. It comes with a lot of nice little pieces, so you can pose them around. They've got a really good range of motion on them. Really nice set of figures. Now, I think they're about £60 for the set, brand new. Well, I've been looking at them online. Currently, the Harley figure that goes with this set is about £90, so I can't get that yet. But yeah, a really nice set, apart from the Batman head, but that was casting cave. I think it was about £3 for the alternate head, and I've just painted it with black acrylic and just put in some flesh tones. Really easy. So yeah, I love this set. They're some of my favourite figures to pose around and move around the shelf. Really nice. So yeah, that was their review of these guys. So if you liked it, subscribe down there, maybe. Just give me a like, do something so I know that you're enjoying the video. Yeah, and I'll be back with some more reviews and some other things next time. Thanks, guys.